If you settle now, you'll pay for it every day of your life. A lot of times in life, man, we get to a point where we just accept anything because we feel like that's the way it is and that's just normal. See, they got us confused. They got us in the matrix, as I always say. Like, down is up and up is down. No, if something is wrong, it's wrong. I'm gonna give you some examples from my life that's gonna really showcase this. The first example, just from my job that I just left, got fired from. When I first started this job, I knew that it wasn't something that was gonna be conducive to my future, but I stayed with it because it took me maybe 2 years to get the job. And I was thankful for the job. I was thankful for the opportunity to make some money. I was thankful for the chance to, rebrand myself, rebrand what I had going on and try to just do something different. But quickly I realized that it was a toxic work environment. The people was ignorant. The higher management was ignorant. No structure, no goals, no long-term view for success. And I just stayed with it because the money was okay. And I just kept putting up with it. And before I looked up, it was 13 years had passed when I should have left that job after the first year or two. We stay in stuff that we know that is not conducive to our success because a lot of times we feel like it took us this long to get this, so what else am I going to do? No, sometimes you got to bet on yourself. You got to face your fear. You got to face the things that you don't want to face to get to where you're trying to get. It's hard. It's hard to be working a job and say, you know what, man, I'm done with this. Find a way to fire me, man, so I get my unemployment for a couple months and I'm going to do something else. Now, a lot of times people just get mad and just quit. Nah, let them fire you. What they call it quiet quitting? Nah, I ain't going to quiet quit. It's going to be technically wrong because I ain't doing nothing, man. Fire me. You don't want to fire me? Cool. I just come in and do, hey, same old game. Y'all will get tired before I do, But if you just stay in something, you see how people really feel about you. You start seeing the older people that's been at this company 20, 30 years, body breaking down. They negative, they miserable. They don't have no goals for the future. They don't have no hope for the future. And all they feet breaking down, their whole body breaking down, mind breaking down. And then you got somebody, a manager, that's maybe 30 years younger than you, man. Go dump the trash, goofy. Go do what I tell you to do. Don't ask me no questions, man. I'm your supervisor. Come on, man. You talking to somebody that could be old enough to be your father or your mother. But you want to feel like you important. Like, come on, man. That's how I told my manager. Your ass is a goofy, man. Like, man, be for real, man. Like, talk to me like a man. I'm going to talk to you like a man or a woman. Like, come on, gang. We have lost the knowledge of that because we just feel like, damn, if we say something, we know HR ain't going to have our back. We know the union a lot of times. If we got a union, they're going to have our back. So we just put up with it, and before long, we start putting up with things in our life. Girls start messing around on us. We see the signs, but we don't say nothing because we don't want to, interact with it. Like, man, if I don't say nothing, it might get better. Nothing's going to get better until you make it better. I had to tell my ex that, like, look, you want somebody else? I want you to be happy, man. Like, gang, you're not doing me no favors. Like, we only hurting each other. Let's go separate. You go live your life and I go live mine. She fake break down. Oh, man, you always think somebody cheating. Come to find out she is cheating, and that's cool. I don't try to force nobody to be in nothing that they don't want to be in. But I was more likely to accept it if I would have stayed at the job or if I wasn't already trying to look for an exit plan. Another thing, you start seeing older people never live their life and you start reflecting on your life because you maybe have wasted 10 years or you maybe feel like you haven't lived to your fullest potential for the past 10, 15 years. And let's say you 30 or you 35 or 40. And this person's 60 years old and they can barely get to work, car broke and all down. Ain't got no money, always trying to borrow money from you. You make it more than them. They feeling some type of way and you looking at them like they goofies because you like, damn, you stayed in here 30 years while they never gave you no real raise and you mad at me because I never accepted it. I told them, if you want my services, you're going to have to give me a raise. Or I can go on about my business. A lot of people don't want to bet on themselves. They just accept anything. Another thing that people tend to accept, they just tend to accept disrespect. I will never in life tolerate somebody disrespecting me or feeling like they're going to play with me because they got a position, because they got a title, they got maybe a car, maybe they got a little prestige. I don't care who it is. You're going to respect me as a man before anything, because before anything, that's all that we have. I'm a man. I don't care if the president of the United States walked up to me and thought he was going to talk to me, I would check him. Like, yo, Trump, man, what you talking about, man? I'm a man like you a man. Nah, we get past a lot of stuff because we be in these environments where it's just normal for people to disrespect people and nobody says nothing. And then if you say something, you labeled as the angry black man, or man, we got to get him out of here. We got to tell him what it is. You ain't going to tell me nothing. The only thing you going to get is the shit smacked out you. Like, y'all this joint, man, for real, though. Like, I don't be on that, though. That's why I say I be trying to build my own brand now. I'm trying to build my own business now. Trying to maybe start a little clothing company, trying to do something different. Because I'm not good in the corporate stratosphere. I'm not good at the politic and the buck dancing, the butt biting and all that. I'm not on that, man. Like, I'm just here I want to do a job and go home and be left alone. And I know in these environments, you can't have that. You can't have people that just want to just do their job and go home. Nah, you got to always have somebody in your business. Oh, man, where you stay at, man? Who you deal with? You got a wife? You got somebody? Like, man, mind your business. I don't be on that. Like, and I don't understand how people can just get used to that. Get used to just being marginalized, criticized. You know, like, that's not normal. It's not normal to wake up and hate to go somewhere and feel like you forced and the world tells you that you're wrong or crazy for trying to break free from that. No, it's more crazy to be in a situation that you hate and you say, thank you, boss. You need anything else, sir? And all that, man. I'm not on that, man. Like, I look at these people like they crazy. That's one of the reasons how I got fired. Like, man, who you talking to, man? Like, man, my name ain't George, man. Like, or whatever, you know? I ain't know you had no kids named George, for instance, man. Or I don't have it. I said, exactly, I'm not your kid. Don't play with me like I'm your kid, dude. Like, outside this job, you ain't nothing, man. You a man like, man, I'm a man. I don't know what you got going on. And I just want to leave y'all with that. So when y'all see things going bad or you see things that's not right and you maybe have a little fit or maybe move forward, you do more harm to yourself by staying in a toxic environment than you would by betting on yourself, because a lot of these jobs ain't paying nothing, barely a little bit more than minimum wage. You can find any job making $18, $19 an hour, especially if you in Washington, D.C. or one of these other cities, or a job that's comparable. They're not paying, okay, you just paying me $20, $35. I find me a job where I'm making $19.75 if the environment better, the hours a little better. I'm cool. I'm going to make the money on the back end. A lot of people got to get into that mindset. Get outside your comfort zone. It's hard, I know. It's hard when you maybe used to maybe having to go 20 minutes to work or 15. Now you got to go an hour on the subway or the bus. But wouldn't that be a lot better than having somebody disrespect you every day and you just tolerating it because it's close to home? Like, I don't know. Like, I just want to leave y'all with that, though. But as always, though, y'all tap in on my YouTube at the Laws Realist 35. Follow me on TikTok. I appreciate all the love and support. I'm pushing up on 70 subscribers on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me some video suggestions. I'm going to get back with y'all. I appreciate all y'all comments and commentary. I'm going to get back with y'all.